In this section, we're going to explore a tool that doesn't necessarily come up an awful lot in projects that I work in, but it is something that you might run into a lot. It's called the Page tool. So the way the Page tool works is that it allows you to physically resize your individual papers. Now, if you're working on a regular booklet, magazine, most of the time there's not a lot of reason to do it. However, if you have any pages that are an unusual size, so let's say if you're making a magazine and when you open it, there's one page you want to come out as a poster that can be ripped off and hung up on your wall. A lot of books, magazines for kids have stuff like that. That could be a reason to do it. If you're working with interactive media and you want to have different versions of your pages, so, this is when somebody's looking at it on their computer. This is when somebody's looking at the pages on their phone and it's horizontal, or their phone and it's vertical, or an iPad, or any kind of device that's going to have different sizes. You can create particular pages for those specific dimensions. So if you want to use it, you just go to the Page tool. It looks like a page turning with an arrow on it. Now, when you first click on it, what it'll do is it will allow you to select a page and change its size. However, when I go to do it, I left mouse down and drag, and okay, I'm going to make it smaller. Now I'm going to let go, and it just pops back to its regular size. So this tool can seem really confusing when you're working with it for the first time, because its point is to be able to change the pages, but it doesn't appear to. When you go to use it, it just pops back into place. It's like you're kidding, right? You didn't really want to do that. So if you want to commit to it and tell this software that, hey, yes, I want to make this change, yes, I want it to be permanent, you can use your Page tool and hold down the Option key or the Alt key if you're using a Windows, left mouse down and drag, and then it will commit to those changes. And then if you left mouse down again, and I've let go, I'm not holding the Option key, it automatically snaps it back to the size that I had changed it to when I was holding the Option key or the Alt key. So again, it forces you to make sure you're doing this with intent before you do it. But if I hold down Option and I drag it again, and there we go, it's resized. So we can use this for, let's say I want to make this page a lot wider. I can hold down Option, I can drag it, and there we go. It has caused some general small issues because it took the sketch from the previous page. There we go. Okay, so now the pages are facing each other, but this particular page is just one that encompasses the entire width. So maybe I want this one to separate. So a way that we can separate these pages is I can take this one, right mouse click, and I can just say Move Page. And I want to move pages 2, or just page 2, to destination after page, let's move it after 5. Into the current document, that's fine, I'm going to hit OK. There we go. So that allows you to separate it if you want certain pages to be treated as non-facing pages and then other pages to be treated as facing pages. This isn't something you're likely to have to do very often. It's kind of a case-by-case basis, but it is nice to have the ability with the Page tool and your page settings to be able to change the page sizes and do unusual arrangements with your pages.